So back again, guys, to part 4. Jeez, I never thought it would take so long, but I'm trying to be as comprehensive as I can so that everyone understands what's going on. So we've got all the screws that mount the lower blade carrier and the I'm not really sure what you'd call this. It's some kind of an aligning bracket that will make sure that these two bars are aligned. I'll find out what it is. As I said, I am a novice. I'm not up to speed with all the terminology, but I hope I'm getting through what I need to get through. So anyhow, you've locked all these screws up. Everything's nice and tight. Next thing is you get the bearings, the upper bearing. Make sure that it's in its carrier. You just pop that on the top. Just pops on. That'll work itself to where it needs to be when you push the shaft on. You then get the shaft, the inner shaft, the head shaft. Once again, my favourite little tube of grease. Don't need much, just a little bit. As I said, I hate, and there'll obviously be someone out there that will tell me that I shouldn't be lubricating these things, that they run in bearings top and bottom and so on. I'm a bit of an old school person. I like to make sure that these things are lubricated. So put a bit of grease on it, make sure it's sliding through, and it should go all the way through to the bottom, which it does. And then it pops out. Now what I'll show you is I'll clear the old damaged shaft up. You might be able to tell the bottom of the shaft has got a couple of flat areas machined into it on either side. What they do is provide a locking or locating area for these two screws, so that when the shaft goes through, the screws lock on and then lock this gear onto the shaft, which then provides drive from the motor to the blades up the top. What you need to do with this gear is make sure that the inside of this, and I'll actually pull this out to show you, this ring pops off. And inside the actual gear, and I apologise for my camera too because it's probably not the best, but you should be able to see that there's holes on this on either side. That's probably not big enough. I'll get one of my little screwdrivers. There's holes on either side, obviously, that these screws go through in order to be able to lock onto the shaft. Now if you don't line this up correctly, obviously the screws aren't going to be able to do their job. So what I tend to do is I put them in and I'll do the screws up just to the point where I can see them popping through. There we go. And I then back them off a little. And that way you know that the screw is located in the spot, and when you tighten it up, it's going to lock onto this shaft and make sure that it stays there. Now, I then obviously get the gear with the little ring on there. You don't need to use a lot of force for this. It should just pop on fairly safely. If you're using force, it means you push the screws through too much, and that shouldn't be happening. And just make sure that the screws are not stopping you from sliding it on. And there you go, it's on. Now what I tend to do here is, once again, my favorite friend. I lock this on one side, and I get the thread locking compound. Don't want to overdo it, but just a little bit again, and just dab a little bit on there. That'll make sure that that screw doesn't work itself loose, especially if it's going to be spinning around at a million miles an hour. And that's locked up there, and then do the same on this side. Just back it off till it just about comes out. That's all you're doing, is you're locking the screw onto that ring. You're not locking it right down at the base. Get it Loctite. Bit on there, and just lock it in. There we go, done. Now make sure everything's spinning freely, which it is. It's obviously engaged with the pinion of the motor. Beautiful. There we go, we're just about done. All you need to do then is take these A couple of screws off the top here. And that will help you to get this little cap off the end, which then lets you install your fly bar, like so. That just pushes in, pretty much similar to how it mounts on the original. And that'll click on there. Thank you very much. Pop these two back on. I'm probably going to get someone saying that I must be getting some endorsement from Loctite because I'm using so much of it, but I just like to make sure that these things stay in place. Old school. Never ever did anything with nuts and bolts without locking them up with a Loctite. That way I knew that they would stay until I wanted them to come out, not vibrating themselves loose and failing on either myself or the person that I was doing some work for. Just a little dab. That's it. Obviously got the arms on, pins on. Check everything, make sure it moves. I haven't put the blades on, guys, because I'm waiting for sort of extreme blades to come from KRshobbies.com. Hopefully they'll be here in the next couple of days, and then I'll balance them up and put them on. I'm not going to go through all that. You guys know how to balance blades. All that's left to be done now is stick the bearing, the battery holder, carrier, stick that on, do up to 4 screws, and the job's done. Couldn't be more simpler. I hope I've been able to educate a few people, help out as best I can. As I said, once again, I'm just a novice, but I do have some mechanical knowledge, and hopefully I've done things right. If I haven't, guys, please let me know. If I have, well, glad to have been able to do something to help everyone out. Thanks a lot.